there, wig lover. This is Heather from CysterWigs.com, and today I'm bringing you a review of the Milan wiglet from Noriko in the color Creamy Toast. Now, this is totally a topper. It's totally a wiglet, so it doesn't have a back to it, and it doesn't match my bio hair at all. Like, at all. But I really want to show you the versatility of these longer toppers. I have a long history with this Milan topper. It was actually the first alternative hairpiece I ever wore was a Milan topper. And you know, I really liked it at first because, you know, it gave me a lot of fullness on top, but this is not a very lightweight topper. It's a 4-ounce topper. This is really best suited for people who have strong, thick hair at the perimeter of the base of the topper, okay? And if you don't, then this is not going to be a great one for everyday wear for you. You'll want to aim for something that's lighter. 2 ounces is really a good sweet spot for people who have really thin hair where they're trying to apply the clips. Anything heavier than that is going to be, you know, pulling and tugging on your hair all day. It's not really that great. But this is a good beginning topper for anybody who has straight hair, because I mean, this is a regular synthetic and the hair is poker straight. So if you have curly hair, you will literally have to straighten your hair every day to wear this topper. It's actually much easier to wear a full wig if you have curly hair and you want to go straight, because then if humidity hits, the bottom isn't going to curl up while the top stays poker straight, because this is not responsive to humidity, okay? So that's something you really have to consider. Texture is actually more important to how natural your topper looks on than color in many ways, because especially if it's a synthetic, you know, it's going to be humidity responsive where your bio hair is and not at all on top, which can lead to some weird situations where you have curly hair down here or frizzy hair down here and poker straight, silky, kind of shiny hair on top, which always looks weird. So you want to be careful there. This is a really nice entry topper for anyone who only has, you know, beginning stages of hair loss or doesn't have any hair loss at all and just really wants to beef up some of the volume of their hair. Another key feature of Milan is she's got a little bit of permatease right here built into the back of the base. So that does give it kind of like a really mild bump it when you turn to the side. So let me show you what Milan looks like on all sides in this luscious creamy toast color. And bear in mind, my bio hair, if it pokes through, looks nothing like this hair at all. But this topper gives such great coverage that it's kind of hard to tell. Here's why I like toppers, and I think that if you've ever, you know, gone between wigs and toppers, this is kind of like something that's really going to be really helpful to you, especially if you are new to this and you don't know which to go for. Toppers are great if you like to pull your hair back. You know, like if you like to wear high ponytails. Like I can't do that with my hair integrated in the back because you can see it's way too dark and way too short. But if you have hair that matches this, you can wear this up. You can wear it in buns. You can wear it in updos. No one's gonna know. The other great thing about toppers is that it's much cooler in the summer to wear something that's only on the top of your head as opposed to something that goes all the way around. So if you overheat easily, a topper is a really great solution for hot weather. If you get hot flashes, a topper is a really nice alternative to a wig because again, 3/4 of your head are exposed. So, you know, you're going to breathe better. It's going to be cooler on. Toppers are generally lighter in weight, except this Milan, she's heavier than some of the wigs we carry. So, you know, if you plan your toppers correctly, they can be cooler in the summer than a full wig. So that's a really huge plus, that and being able to wear them in updos much more easily than wigs. Wigs, low and loose. You have to wear ponytails really low and loose if you're wearing a full wig. But with the topper, you can pull them high if you want. Just don't pull too hard, because anytime you pull hard, you're gonna pull on the clips. So let me take this off so I can show you what the base of Milan looks like. And I'm not gonna shift the camera away because I want you to see just how thin and dramatically different my actual bio hair is compared to this topper. And I also want to show you the proper way to take these off. Now see, I've undone all the clips, and I go over this in my toppers video. I wore toppers for years. You want to roll the clips up and away from your head so your hair doesn't get caught. Now see how different that is? This topper gives excellent coverage. So let me go ahead and close these clips up so the hair doesn't get snagged in it. When you store your topper away at night, you want to make sure you do that so the hair doesn't get caught in the clips, which can lead to tangling and all kinds of messes. So Milan is a heavy topper, as I mentioned before. Here's that creamy toast color up front. You can see it's got this lovely sort of beige blended in, but it's definitely got this kind of buttery golden blonde. It's got hints of butterscotch blended in. It's just beautiful color. You know, this color, people get confused about it a lot. So I really wanted to show off this creamy toast color. No, this is not a typo. This is not supposed to be Creamy Toffee R, because Creamy Toffee has those platinum highlights on top, and the base isn't quite this gold. So it's a really light kind of gold-based blonde. And it does have some ash tones blended into it. You can see it's got some like platinum blended into it. And if you're curious about the difference between this one and the Sandalwood H, because both of these are gradient colors, Sandalwood H is a lot like this color as the base shade, and then it also has those platinum highlights on top. So this is Creamy Toast. It's its own little special thing. It really is lovely, and it's got this gorgeous sort of light to medium brown root. More of a light brown really up close, but it's very dramatic up against the rest of the hair. Really lovely monofilament part. The entire top of this really, for most of it actually, is monofilament with a strip of polyurethane in front. So if you don't have an intact hairline and you don't want to sew a clip into the front of this, because you know clips are useless if you don't have hair, basically, you can use this spot to put tape. You can see it's partially wefted. So, I mean, it does give you pretty good coverage in the back here. And it right here is where that permatease lives. It's right at the base of the crown. All Noriko, anything, has some kind of permatease in it, including their toppers. But the hair fiber on this feels better than bio hair most of the time. This Noriko fiber is luscious. It is very silky. It feels great to the touch. But that was part of the problem that I had with it. My bio hair is curly and kind of frizzy, even when I take good care of it because it's so brittle. And you know, that brittle nature makes it hard to wear heavy toppers, as I mentioned in my toppers video. And on top of that, like, I mean, it's super humidity responsive because my hair texture is curly. So I mean, I would personally end up in situations where my Milan, which was in a different color that they've discontinued, called cinnamon. I even forget what it was called. It was like cinnamon syrup or cinnamon something or other, but it's been discontinued. So it doesn't really matter. This would get frizzy and ugly and gross looking at the bottom. And then I've got silky smooth straight hair on top. It just didn't look right at all. So again, texture matters actually way more than color, because you could tell this gives such great coverage because it's so long and so thick that it doesn't really matter to a certain degree what your bio hair color is. Think about colors like John Renault's 12FS8. The nape hair is a way different color than the rest of the wig. So it's easy to pull off toppers sometimes that aren't identical colors. But what's hard to pull off is if the texture is off or if it's uncomfortable to wear. And just for the sake of argument, I'm gonna reposition this particular topper. Now, since this one does not match my hair color, I'm gonna pull my hair back. Sometimes when I wanna blend in my front hairline, I push my hair forward and clip it so I can blend my front hair in. But in this case, it doesn't match at all. So I'm gonna go ahead and undo these clips. And sometimes you gotta play with the clips a little bit to get them where they're comfortable. So I'm gonna put this on. I wanna find that front hairline because I mean, I'm using the hairline of the wig, the topper, as opposed to my own hairline. This is way easier to do in front of a mirror, BT tubs. I'm just gently sliding those into place. I may have to reposition those front ones. I always push up and then down. And so I'm pushing up into the hair and then back down so that way I don't pull my hair, and I'm gonna reposition these front ones so that way the hairline matches up just a little bit more. Again, this is way easier to do in front of a mirror. But see, there's nothing to put on a topper. And when you push up with the clips and then push down, it actually prevents the hair from pulling so much, like I mentioned earlier. So, I mean, it makes the toppers much more comfortable all day long. There you have it. The layering on Milan, by the way, is delicious. It's kind of like a bob hair in the front and then, you know, party in the back. So, very flattering cut to this topper. I remember when I went to the DMV to get my license done, and it was the first time I wore this topper in a DMV photo, again in a darker color, and they were like, "Oh, your hair is so pretty." But so I mean, there is something to it, but it is kind of perfect hair. So, like I said earlier, take heed with that warning. The front is 8.5 inches. The crown down is 15. There's no nape measurement because there's no nape on this wig. It's only a topper. So hopefully this has given you a really great look at this Milan topper. I wore this one for years and it served me very well. But just keep in mind, it's for beginning stages of hair loss only. If you've got really advanced hair loss and you don't have thick hair at the perimeter where these clips are applied, don't wear this topper. I won't wear this topper in real life because my hair is so thin on top that I just can't support it anymore for daily use. But I miss it sometimes. It was a really good one. We had good times while it lasted, Milan. Good times. So, I'm Heather. I'm from CysterWigs.com, bringing you all kinds of wig and wiglets and, color spotlight kind of reviews. We do it all around here. So if you want to support what we're doing, check out our wig store, which is CysterWigs.com. And until next time, this has been Milan in Creamy Toast. Gradient color. Gorgeous. Have a great afternoon. Bye-bye.